Welcome to another edition of Dan's Fishing Tales. It's hot weather right now, and you know, one of my favorite lures to fish, if I'm not out in the boat and flipping and pitching, that is a 4-inch worm. And this one right here is a natural forage bait, by the way. It's an R4 worm, and I've got it on what is called a BP Wild finesse head. They're just small hooks on all of these, and this particular one's a 1/0 hook. It's their larger one, so it's an 1/8 ounce. But I've already caught one fish just a little bit ago, and I'll show you here with it. I tell you, the 4-inch worm, for some reason in hot weather, it really works well. And even when I'm flipping and pitching, I will use that. I'll use a beef fishing ringworm, and that is excellent for flipping and pitching. And I'll use it on a jig head, like a small jig head, a finesse head that Blitz 1/8 ounce finesse head. That works real well too. But today we're trying this, and I will use this on a beef fishing head, the H2O precision head, and that is what I've caught most of them on. But I've been trying this new one that Sean has, and he sent me some of them, and I've been impressed. In fact, I'll show you on it. The head is loose, and I think I've done a short on this and showed you on it. And it swivels like this, so, and it's flat right here, so it sits on the bottom and will go up if you let it set on the bottom. But a lot of times when I'm fishing like this, I'm bringing it along, I'm just kind of swimming it and popping it loose from the weeds. So let's get down here, and I'm going to cast up here where I've been getting some hits, and we'll see what we can get. Something that I ought to mention is what I'm using for a rod and reel. I'm using a B&M Sam Heaton super sensitive rod. Now, it's an ultralight rod, but it's very, very good for these 4-inch finesse worms, and you have enough backbone to set the hook with it. Now, playing the fish, yeah, you get a lot of fun with it, and a bigger fish, you're gonna maybe have a little bit of a struggle. There you might want to go to the B&M Godwin crappie rod. That one is, to me, it's really made more for worm fishing, for finesse worm fishing. I've used it for other things too. I've used it for the TRD Fatty Z's. Very, very good. It's got a lot of backbone to that thing. The tip is mainly what is flexible on it. But right now we're using this one, and the reel, I gotta mention this reel. It's an M1, a Handy M1 reel, and you'll notice how level that is. And that's the way it is all the time. When you put it on, first put it on, I was very impressed with that. And you cast it out, and it does not wind to the back or the front like you see a lot of these reels. No, it's a very, very good reel. But anyway, that's what we're doing. And as far as the fishing out here right now, we're fishing a lot of weeds, and that's where this this head works, because it's Texas rigged and it goes through the weeds a little bit better. Although with that little swinging part there, you do get an extra jerk to it. But I don't know, I kind of think that might be what's triggering the fish, because it will get hung up, but the worm's still up and free. It's not down and flat with it. Anyway, let's go do some more fishing. Lost another one. There we go. Hook came out, but not really all that bad of a bass. Barney's got onto the fact that when I set the hook, he starts getting excited. But yeah, not too bad of a bass. And by golly, I got to get another worm. He took half of it off. We've got a couple of different colors here, these natural forage bait ones that I really like for this. This is a green pumpkin. And it's really weird because they're both dark color, but they're just seems like the black with the blue flake always outfishes this, except on certain lakes. And it's just, but here, black with the blue, and that's what I'm going to get. It's another one. Texas rigget. Just like that. Barney now, he's after the reel because it just fell and hit the ground. I always skin hook them too, by the way. That's how I'm doing this. Skin hooking it so that, in fact, you definitely want to skin hook it with the weeds the way they are today. And I'm going to go back down there and cast into that same area. There's quite a weed island out there. And I'm fishing it so that it will pop through it. And the hits have come into the openings on it, or actually on the side of it. And got quite a few hits, but I've lost a few. We ran out of battery power. I had a fish on, lost him. So and that is why, I'm going to bring this up, I'm switching to an open hook. I've lost too many now. This is a very good rod as far as being sensitive, and that's what I'm needing. I'm needing something really, really sensitive because of the strikes that I'm getting. I'm having to detect them between weeds and the fish. And you will notice, maybe when I've been retrieving, I've been kind of side sweeping it, and I've been jigging it that way because I'm staying in contact with the weeds. And then every now and then I'll pop it up like this, and that's when Barney thinks I might set the hook. And when he thinks I set the hook, he gets excited because he thinks it's a fish. But anyway, so if you hear him squeaking, that's why. But I've switched to an 1/8 ounce Be Fishing H2O precision jig head, open hook, and put another black and blue worm on her, a natural forage bait worm. And well, let's give it a try, see what happens. Well, I've switched around again. In fact, I've switched locations, but it's still an open hook. I went to that. But I've got a smaller head, a 3/32 ounce, which might come through the weeds just a little bit better. And even though that other was an 1/8, both those were 1/8, the open hook one just bogged into them more than what that PB Wild head, the one with the joint on it. That didn't quite catch into it as much, but it was also rigged weedless. It was rigged Texas style. But this one is an open hook, like I said, a lighter weight jig head. I've also switched. It is still a Sam Heaton super sensitive, but I went to a different rod, different line. And well, we're just going to see what happens. Hopefully I can cast out here and get something or other. And I mean, we've been getting a lot of hits. So they're not all on camera. It's just that I haven't been able to get the hook set on them good enough. And it's basically because of the fact that I was fishing Texas rig with this rod. But again, I gotta have this sort of a rod in order to feel that out there, because there's a lot of weeds, and just telling the difference between the strike and the weed is really difficult today. But again, it's hot weather, but these fish are hitting good. Not the biggest, but fish. I'm going to show you how I rig these so that they're straight. I've showed you this before on a lot of the stuff. You take them, and it's a little bit different in Texas rigging, because if you went to there, you'd break it out in Texas rigging. But here, you actually go around the bend. And once it starts going around the bend, then that's when you break it out right there. And it should come out so that it's straight, just like that. And that's what you want, because especially with this lightweight hit or any of them, you want that tail waving up and down. And that's what I'm doing. I told you that in hot weather, I'll take these and flip and pitch them. But what I like to do, and this sounds weird, is take them along riprap areas and just crawl them or hop them through that riprap, pretty much like I'm hopping them out here. I am hopping them a couple of different directions this way and also upward. But I'm doing that for two reasons. One is the upward one is popping it loose more than the sideways one. And also I'm varying my retrieves that way. I'm bringing it up and I'm bringing it this way. But I will use these in riprap, like I said, and I can tell that this hook on this jig head is starting to get a little bit dull. Not just from today, but the fact I've used it before. But let's get back to fishing. There we go. Another one on that open hook. Yes, Barney. See? There's the fish. Now we're going to release it. Yeah. There he goes. You talk about a fiasco. See me catch it. And I got him on that open hook. That's what it actually took, was more of that open hook to set him good. But that lure came off, so I had to get it out of him. And well, I'm going to keep fishing, but you can see that these do work in hot weather, and I've been getting a lot of hits today on them. It's just been that, well, I just haven't been able to set the hook for them. I've been getting them on, but just not enough, and when I switch to that and switch locations, I got one. It's not that big, but at least it's fish. It shows you that, hey, hot weather, they can hit, and they can hit good, and especially if you use like a 4-inch worm. So until next time, get out on the water and enjoy a great day of fishing.